Okay, so today we're back and I have two topics that I'd like to discuss with you, and both of them have been they've been in my comments quite often. I've been asked by most of my subscribers to go ahead and provide instructions on several different things, but three things constantly come up, and those three things are how to install Disney Plus, how to install what was that other one, a Hulu, and how to connect Bluetooth earbuds or headphones, something to that effect. One of them is real easy, so we'll go ahead and do that one first. I'm going to show you how to connect Bluetooth headphones. All right, I had to step away for a moment to change user accounts, so I'll be using my user account for this. All right, first thing, how do we go ahead and connect Bluetooth earbuds, earphones, stuff like that? First thing we're going to do is go into privilege mode, because as you can see from here, there's nothing here on my older X22i, maybe settings, that might allow me to connect. I can guarantee that nothing in here, maybe in workout, nope. And there's nothing as far as equipment info. It shows me app info and that. And then if you go into Wi-Fi, which that's just Wi-Fi, that just shows you your connections. Okay, so let's get out of here. And my older one doesn't have anything here. Supposedly some of the newer incline trainers have a Bluetooth pairing button around here. If that's the case, please comment below, because I'd be interested to actually see how that works. But the older X22i has no such feature. I mean, there's nothing on the bottom. The other day I actually saw that there was a connection here. I don't know if you could see that right there. I didn't realize that existed. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you what you need to do in order to connect your Bluetooth earbuds. First thing you'll be doing is going into privilege mode. So we'll tap 10 times, wait 7 to 8 seconds, and then tap 10 times once again, excuse me. Okay, so here it goes, 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this always makes me happy. Set privilege mode to true. Can't speak today. So we're going to swipe up. We're going to hit the circle. And if you've been following my videos, you're very familiar with this. So if you'd like to fast forward through setting it to privilege mode, you could. I'm sure you already did that. All right. We're going to go here. And we're going to go, if you notice, there's nothing here that says Bluetooth. So if you're ever looking for something and it's not here, and excuse all my icons, I have a lot of stuff that I need to get rid of. You go to settings, and in settings, lo and behold, you see Bluetooth. So let's see if it finds what I have. So I'm assuming those are MAC addresses, because I don't see anything that says my specific earbuds. So what I'm using for today's video, I'm using these. These are, I believe, Jaybird Blue Buds or something. Amelia, I need to get on there. Okay, excuse me. Yeah. So let me go ahead and put these in my ear and try to see if I can find them. All right, so I finally figured how to get my Jaybird Bluebird earbuds to search for a device, but I don't see it here. So I'm wondering if you guys have experienced any issues pairing your wireless earbuds or headphones. So at least on the X22i, I can come here and turn it off. The Bluetooth, see, it's off. And then turn it back on and see if it will find, and there it is. So if you have any issues, just make sure that your device is in pairing mode, and then turn off Bluetooth and then turn it back on. So I will go ahead and hit my Bluebirds X. My Blue Buds. I've been saying Blue Birds all this time. It's a Blue Bud. It's because it's a Jaybird, I believe, Bluebud. It says it's connected. So let's see if it works. Let's go ahead and get out of here. And this is really simple. Let's go scroll up. Let's see if iFit's still running in the background. Hey, it is. And we'll go ahead and, I've already done this video. So let's do a, just something really quick. Let's do a comedy walk. I'm not really sure what a comedy walk is. I didn't even know those existed. Actually, I did know. I've seen this before. I have just never actually gone on a comedy walk. Alex Veluto. Actually, let's go back. There was something I just noticed. Go back to that comedy walk. What do they refer to Alex Veluto as? Is he an iFit comedian? Let's see. He is an iFit comedian. What do you know? We have iFit comedians. Oh, you got one in every bunch. I couldn't resist. All right. Accept. I'm standing. As you know, I have slippers on, so I'm just doing this to connect. And I will see if this actually works. Let's see. I'll tell you right now if I can hear them. If I can hear the... Yes, I can. Holy shoot. This is my first time. I'm going to have my earbuds in, so if I'm yelling, I apologize. This is pretty cool. Oh, shoot. Holy moly. Holy moly. This is my very first time connecting Bluetooth earbuds. Really simple. So, and so you're not able to hear, obviously. Master volume. Okay. So, how do you know it's actually working? Let's see if I can actually put these earbuds by the microphone so you could hear. Let's see. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but take my word. Excuse the camera. Take my word, it's working. Okay. So what do I do now to get them off? I guess I just go back. What if I just turn off my blue buds? Will it automatically, let's see, I'm going to turn it off.
Downtown,
Yep,
baby.
and it does. It brings the volume back.
You a walking tour of this beautiful city. You're probably asking, why is this schlubby, vaguely out of shape comedian giving me a walking tour, a fitness-based activity?
All right.
Well,
So that's how
I
you
am what is known
pair.
in show business as available. Take that into consideration.
All right, let's hit stop.
Any bookers out there.
So that's how you pair earbuds. It's real simple. Let's hit stop. And now we'll go on to the more difficult task of installing Hulu and Disney Plus. Now I'm trying to wonder which one actually is used more, Disney Plus or Hulu. I'm curious. So that would determine which one I would try first. And if I had to guess, I would think Hulu. So let's go ahead and try Hulu first. If you've been following me at all, then you know that I've tried installing Hulu in the past and it hasn't worked. But now, because I have a better understanding of some additional software, I'm going to try something and see if it works. This will be the first time I'm trying it, so if it doesn't work, please forgive me. Right? So I'll be right back. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is go into privilege mode, and we're already in privilege mode. We'll swipe up, hit the circle at the bottom, and what I want to do is, I was standing on the side and it's not even moving. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you that if you try doing Hulu the way I've been doing it in the past, it doesn't work. And I'm doing this and I'm repeating this for those of you that haven't seen it before. If you'd like to fast forward, be my guest. But I wanted to make sure that whenever you're in admin mode, here's something that I haven't said enough of. When you're in admin mode, you really need to be cautious. I've had several subscribers contact me saying that they can't get iFit to work, they don't know what they did. So again, I caution you, if you're not sure about what you're doing, then don't do it. Watch my videos. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll try to get back to you. I have about, what, 450 subscribers? So if I can't get back to you guys now, and what happens if I ever get 1,000 subscribers or something, then I'm gonna have a problem. So I try to read all the comments, I really do, and try to get back with you. And if I haven't gotten back to you, somehow your comment may have been lost or something, just put the comment back in and I'll do my best to get a hold of you. Okay, so I'm going to try to install Hulu the way we've done in the past. So the first thing I'll do is I'll go to web browser. I'll actually go to Hulu, because I always try to go to the source. That's the way I discover that you can install Netflix, by going to the source and pulling the Netflix downloadable APK right from there, rather than from some other place. Here's Hulu. So we're going to try to actually stream from the internet. We will try two different ways. We will try to stream from the Hulu on the web browser, and we'll try to stream from the Chrome browser, which I installed. Get Hulu, Disney, okay, I'm not worried about that. So where do I log in? It's probably up here somewhere. Nope. Free trial. All right, I'll be right back. So can you tell I haven't taken my Provigil today? I'm a little slow. So I'm going to go back, and right here it says login. And then I realized I actually don't have a Hulu account. So hold on while I create one. So I couldn't even log into Hulu after I made my trial account using the browser. So let me try Chrome. Oh, excuse me. Hulu login. So I was able to at least get past the login menu with Chrome, but as you can see, it says welcome to Hulu. To start enjoying the TV show, blah, 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 get the Hulu app. And if you click get the Hulu app, it doesn't work because it takes you to Google Play. And as we all know, Google Play does not work here. It just does not work. And I have yet to figure out how it works. That's for maybe a weekend or a week where I have nothing to do but just play with my X22i. All right, so that doesn't work either. So let's see. You can't get to Hulu on the web browser. You can't get to Hulu on Chrome. So now let's try downloading the APK for Hulu. Okay? How do we do that? We go to the web browser and we go to a site like APKPure or APK Mirror. I've been using APKPure. So APKPure. There it is, APKPure. It even has Hulu right after, but I always like going to the Pure. Now, we actually have an APKPure application. You know, I've never used that before. Why don't we try using that? Because I want to start using that application because it will provide me with options I didn't have before. So let's scratch this right now. And let's go to my APKPure. But if you remember from watching my last video, this is almost like a series. You have to watch the previous video before you watch this. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, in the last video, I found out that APKPure starts and has some services running in the background, even if you don't run it. As soon as you power up your X22i, X32i, whatever NordicTrack machine you have, if you've installed APKPure, it will automatically start something in the background. So I didn't like that, so I uninstalled it. But I kept the APK file here in downloads. So if you didn't have the APK file, you would go to APKPure to download the APK file. But there it is. So I've already downloaded it, and you'll have to watch my previous video if you want to know how to do it. But it's not hard. Just watch my video on installing the Peloton app. It'll be in there. So there's my APKPure. Click on that, and you'll get the generic message, the default message, and we just hit install. Does anybody ever read that? I do occasionally. And I'm trying to think if APKPure took some time to install. I don't remember. But I'm going to let this play only so that you know exactly how long it takes to install. I could stop it and then come back, but it's important that you know exactly what it is I'm doing, okay? App installed. We'll hit done. I never hit open from here. Swipe up, and there's my APKPure. So let's try it. Now here's another thing that you'll notice. When you hit APKPure, watch what happens. It's going to turn on you. See that? How do you like that? APKPure turns on you. And I haven't really played with how to change this. It thinks that it's in portrait mode. Now there is one thing I wanted to try, and if you'll bear with me, show of hands, who wants me to try to fix this so it's this way? Show of hands? All right, the hands win. If you swipe to the right now, because remember we're swiping from the bottom. And then come here. If you go into settings and then display, you'll notice there's nothing here for orientation. But I found out that if you click on that magnifying glass and search, and you look for something like orientation, let's try typing in orientation. And look, there's nothing shows up, so we know orientation doesn't work. How about if we do, it looks like I tried in the past auto rotate. So let's try auto, and look what shows up for auto. A lot of things that we don't normally have. Still nothing. So let's try space RO, and look at that. Auto rotate screen. So I honestly don't know if this is enabled or disabled. I can click it, but it looks like it's grayed out. Let's try it. Oh wow. So when I clicked it, it took me to accessibility. But if you look, oh, accessibility for APKPure. Interesting. So it says that the APKPure auto install is off, which I will leave it off. I don't want any auto installs. Captions are on, magnifications, large text. Do you see anything about, no, I've looked at this before. I don't see anything that would tell me to auto rotate it. So hold on a second while I check. Okay, you'll never know how long that took me, but as you can see, I've got APKPure in the right orientation. And it was really simple. It had nothing honestly to do with settings, but let me show you what I found. So these are like Easter eggs. You're going to get extra stuff in this video, and that's because either you subscribed or you've actually watched the entire video. So this is great because you guys are finding out things as well as I am, and we're finding it out at the same time. So let's go ahead and close everything out. Let's do that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So in order to orient certain apps that might look weird, like for instance, that APKPure, you will need to download something called remote, I think it's remote orientator, or hold on, so let me get the name. I'll tell you what the name is. It's called remote rotation control. So when you start rotation control, it allows you to start rotation control from that moment on, or you can start it up at boot, which I don't really want to start it at boot. So all I just do is start controlling rotation. See?
Yes.
And then I just get out of here. You could actually even swipe it and it still runs. And what happens, it'll run up here. And it normally sets it like that, but because I have that, I honestly don't know what that little shield does. But the shield automatically orients certain things certain ways, which is pretty cool. That just gives you the program, and that's what it's normally that's what it's normally set to, right? And again, this is called rotation control. All right, you could even swipe it and get rid of it. What is rotation control? Well, if you leave it like this, if you don't do anything to it, and you could swipe down further, there's nothing else there. But if you just leave it like this and you start APKPure, I'm sure it's going to switch, I think. Yeah, and you see it's sideways. And you don't want to set it while it's running. Well, you can. Watch this. If I click on that shield, can you see the shield? Let me click on the shield. I can't even speak. It auto rotates APKPure for me. Problem is, it's stuck. You can't do anything with it. So what you want to do is get out of it, close all programs, and then make sure when you're here, you pull down, make sure that the shield is in place, and then start APK. And it'll start it in the right orientation, and you can move up and down. Isn't that cool? Is that awesome? All right. So now that we know how to orient this, let me show you another little thing that I found. Let me close this. So I was looking for ways on how to orient. I couldn't find anything, but what I did find was, if you go to settings, you'll notice I have something here that you probably don't have, and that's called developer options. And if you recall from Android, and the way to get developer options is to go to About Tablet. So once again, if you're in the privilege mode, go to Settings, go to About Tablet, and right here on the build number, you just keep clicking it, and eventually it'll give you developer option. Let's see. Let's watch it from afar. Ready? Oh, what did that say? No need, you're already a developer. So that's what happens basically. Actually, I'll show you how that works. Let's go ahead and hit off. Let's go to settings, developer options. And if you notice they're on, let's go ahead and turn developer options off. Now they're off. Even though it still shows it. Let's go to About Tablet and see what happens when I hit build number. I'm going to tap build number. You look at the bottom, okay? No need, you're already a developer. So I guess when I tapped it, it made me a developer. How do I get that out? You got me. Do I just keep clicking it? Nope. It says I'm a developer already. That's interesting. It's always nice to know how to get out of something. So how do I get rid of that developer option? That's interesting. It's probably some sort of, I don't know. Maybe you'll see it here. I will turn that on. But basically, it says allow development settings. These settings are intended for development use only. They can cause your device and applications on it to break or misbehave. So again, you put this on your own risk. And I kind of mess with these. You can kind of look through this. But one of the things I really liked was, let's see if I can find it, is show touches. So that's really great. So if I'm doing videos, you can see what I'm touching, especially if I'm recording from the Android device. So now when I show touches, you see, watch this. Let me get in close. You see how you get that little circle? Oops, I must have hit that. Now watch this, pointer location. That's a cool one. I'm not gonna have that one. With pointer location, it kind of maps your pointer location. So it always has crosshairs. See, look at that. You can actually draw. Well, you couldn't draw because every time you draw. That's another thing, which I don't need, pointer location. So let's get rid of pointer. Where's pointer locations? Let's see, let's look here. There it is. Pointer location. Let's get rid of that. And let's get back to show touches. I actually like show touches. See, here's another. Isn't that pretty cool? Shows the touches. All right, and then the only other thing that I was messing with, because again, you use this at your own risk. I did show CPU usage. And what happens is it puts something up here in the top right. Watch, show CPU usage. And according to what I've read on this, these numbers, if they still mean what I think they mean, it means 1 minute, 5 minutes, and maybe even 10 minutes, 15. 1 minute, 5 minutes, and 15 minutes. It's the average, I guess, CPU time. I'll have to look at it, but basically, they really do nothing for me. But it does show you all the programs that are running in the, oh, look, gotta be careful. I just turned off developer options. Let me turn them back on. Here's the problem. You turn them back on, you get the warning. Hit OK. And then CPU usage. Where is it? Right here. So I'm not really sure what these are, but I guess it kind of shows you what's running in the background. So it's kind of interesting if you want to look. You can see APKPure is running. I don't know what K-Worker is. The Android. I think I've got, that E-Strongs in the top. That's my file manager. See? That stuff runs in the background all the time. I don't like that, but hey, I installed it and it works for me. If I need to, I can stop it. I can force stop the actual application. Or, like I've showed you before, I can actually go in there and what was it? I can actually stop the application, or I can go into apps and show the apps that are running and then stop it that way. And there's some other stuff here that I really haven't messed with. Again, you're coming in here at your own risk. Stay awake, desktop passwords, process stats, a whole bunch of stuff. Geeky stats about running. Gives you a bunch of stuff, and background apps over the last 3 hours and 46 minutes shows you what's running in the background. Okay. But anyway, so if you want to come into develop options, you can. I just don't know how to get it off your screen. And I can Google that. I'll tell you what, hold on one second. All right, I'm back. So here we are in developer options. How we got here, I don't know. Let's go ahead and turn them off. But if I turn them off, remember, I'll lose that point touch, but that's okay. And then let's get out of here. But it still shows there. So I'm going to show you how to get rid of that. Ready? You have to go into apps. Okay? Then you have to go into settings. Let's find settings. If we scroll to the left, we should see what's running. And there's settings. Go into settings. Oh, this doesn't really do anything. So let's not go in there. Let me research this again. Hold on. As you can see, I'm doing this for the first time. All right, so as you can see, that is gone, the developer options. So let's go back to show you how I got there and then how to delete it, okay? So you're here in privilege mode. Come here, go to, I think it was settings, go to about tablet, and you see the Android version. We're going to click on it, just keep tapping it, and as you tap it, look around here somewhere, ready? I'm gonna keep tapping. Let me pull out so you could see. Here it goes. Oh no, this is actually a different one. Watch this. I completely forgot. So what this is, if you keep on tapping on the Android, there's a little Easter egg here. You see that? If you click it, this is Lollipop version. Did you know that? And I remember on the phones we used to do this. I just completely forgot. So if you touch it again, it changes colors. Chocolate, lemon, I don't know, lime, lemon, purple. Isn't that pretty cool? Now watch this. If you hold it, watch what happens. You actually get this Easter egg game. It's an actual Flappy Bird game. It's just extremely, extremely difficult. Watch this. I'm gonna try to show you how difficult this is. It's almost impossible. I think I passed one level. You see, I mean, you can try this if you want. And every time you hit it, it resets. We'll try it one more time. Because I know that's not what you're here for. You're here for Hulu and Disney Plus. Yeah, it's almost impossible. One last try because I'm obsessive. Oh shoot, first time. Anyway, so now you know how to play early bird. See if you can beat my score of 1. To get out, just swipe up and go back. So isn't that pretty cool? You have this Easter egg thing. How do you get out of it? I just swipe back and then come here and it's gone. Okay, so so let's go back. I'm showing you so much stuff here. If we go to settings and then about tablet, and it's not the Android version, it's the build number. Tap on the build number several times and watch what happens. Build number, here goes. You are now one step away from being a developer. Isn't that pretty cool? And if you tap on it again, watch what happens. You are now a developer. I guess you got to do it again. And if you do it again, watch. So I guess you're already a developer. All right, that's pretty cool. So remember, you hit on that several times, you become a developer. You hit on Android version a few times, it brings up this kind of Easter egg. You tap it, you actually get the version. You can actually do this on your phone, I think. It's a lollipop, and if you touch it, you can show your kids different colors. And then if you hold it, you get this Android Flappy Bird game that if you could beat my record, then put it in the comments and we'll see who has the high score on this, because this is absolutely almost impossible. I mean, look, it's just so super sensitive that it's almost impossible. This is my last try. When you saw me get a 1, that was the first time. It's just almost impossible. So let me swipe up and get out of here. Okay, ready? Build number you keep doing it, you'll become a developer. Android version, you'll get the Easter egg or you get the lollipop. And then if you hold it down, you'll get the Flappy Bird, which is almost impossible. If you can break my record of 1, please let me know. All right, so let's make sure that we've got developer options. And there they are, developer options, okay? And then remember, we talked about developer options. But how do you get rid of developer options? I didn't show you that. Let me show you how to do that. You come into apps. You come into running apps. Actually, you come into all apps, because running apps doesn't do it. If I go to running apps and hit settings, it doesn't give me the option I need. So what you have to do is go into all apps, okay? And from the all apps, you come down until you see settings. And there it is, settings. You hit settings, and you see you have different options here. Force stop, clear data, clear cache, right? And according to what it said, you're supposed to clear data. Now watch what happens when I click on clear data for settings. It's really scary, but you know what? I took the risk out of it for you. All this app's data will be deleted permanently. This includes all files, settings, accounts, database, etc., everything. Well, guess what? The only thing it actually deletes is the developer options. How do I know? Watch. Boom. Settings, developer options are gone. How? Because I did some research. I did it for you guys, so you don't have to worry about it. So now you know how to get rid of developer options. If you want it, you can play with it. You can not. Now let's go back to what we were doing, because I've been on so many tangents. I'll make sure I put in the title of this video, tangents galore, or something to that effect. All right. So what started all this? I believe what started all this, we went into APK and we wanted to make sure it was oriented the right way. And now you know how to do it. It's oriented by downloading this program, which is called Rotation Control. How did I get Rotation Control? I went to the web. From the web, I went to APKPure. Oh, excuse me. APKPure, I had it up here in cache. APKPure, I went into APKPure. Okay, and then from here I did a search. And I just said rotation. I typed it out. And then there it was, rotation control, the very first thing. I clicked on that. And then I searched to make sure that it was compatible. And it says here Android 4.1, so I was good to go. I downloaded it. I'm not going to do it here. Then I closed this out. And then I went to my downloads folder. And I ran rotation control. It's right there. Do you want to see what it looks like? Sure. Rotation control. Hold it. This is how you uninstall things. Let it uninstall. Yep. I want it to uninstall. It's uninstalled. Uninstall finished. So once you download rotation control, you go to downloads. Rotation control is right there. You click it. Do you want to run this? Sure. It says it runs at startup only if you configure it to. It doesn't take too long to run. Look at that. It's quick. It's fast. It's done. Now you have rotation control. But remember, it's not running. How do I know? Because if I hit APKPure, boom, it turns to the side. Which, if you're happy with that, that's fine, but I'm not. So make sure that nothing is running in the background. Let's say APKPure. Actually, I like closing all my windows. APKPure can't be running when you set rotation control, because then you'll have to turn it off and turn it on. So you just hit that. It tells you to start controlling, start on boot, whichever one you want. I just want to start controlling right now. So I come here and I'll start controlling because I don't want to start it on boot. And then I get out of here. And then how do I know its rotation is in here? Because if I swipe down, there it is. And now if I want to control, you can try all these settings. The only one that worked was that one and that shield. The shield and that one. And obviously this one. So I just hit the shield. I have no idea what it does. Let's see if, and then we'll test iFit and all this stuff later on. Come here. Let's try APKPure. And boom. It is right. It is in the right orientation and it works, okay? So now you can actually use APKPure if you want to download it and look for stuff. And what is it that we were looking for? We were looking for Hulu. So now that we're here, we can search right from here and we're going to search for Hulu. Right in the app. There's Hulu. This one, I was curious, is Hulu for Android TV, which we don't have. So I'm going to get this Hulu. Now here's the problem. It doesn't show me, it wants to install it immediately, but it doesn't show me which Hulu, what version of Android this is for, and I can't find here what version of Android. So I don't know if I like this, if I don't know if I like using APKPure, the app, to search for stuff. I like it to install packages, but I don't like it to search for stuff because I can't tell what version of Android this is for. So because of that, I would recommend closing APKPure and not using APKPure when you're downloading stuff. So I'm not starting that. I'm just going to go to browser. Emilio, I'm recording. Excuse me. I'm going to go to APKPure. Excuse me. If you're still with me, then you're a glutton for punishment. And what I'll do is I'll summarize everything in the beginning, and this time I'll make sure that my time hacks are correct, not like the last video I did. All right, browser, APKPure, APKPure. That's to be expected. We've seen that before. We'll search. And we'll search for Hulu. Hulu. And we know that's for Android TV. See how this gave a little bit more information? We want that one. And now this is showing us 374, whatever. And so it'll show us that it is for Android 5.0. So this looks good. And so we will try downloading this. It's an APK. And once again, it shows it's Android 5.0. Let's download it. I don't really feel good about this because I've done this before, but why not try it again? Okay, scroll up, close that out. I like to close everything out when I'm doing something. I won't close the browser out yet just to make sure that it's downloaded. I'll go to downloads and Hulu. There's Hulu right there. So we're going to try it, okay? I like closing everything out like I said. Close, go, settings, downloads, Hulu. See what happens. Do you want to install this? Sure. Let's try it. Let's see. And and you can try this. It might work for the newer versions of Android. If you're running Android version 7.1.7, like some of the X32i's that are coming out, this might work. You might want to try it. And it should work for this machine. But Hulu may be looking for some other files. App installed. You know what? It might work. Who knows? Close this, and where is Hulu? There it is. So far so good. Let's try it. Hey, it looks really good, doesn't it? Start your free trial. I already have a trial. Okay, let me try logging in. Hold up. All right, so far so good. It lets me log on. And as you can see, this interface. I've been here before, so I don't want you to get too optimistic. Home, my account stuff. Let's go to movies for you. I mean, I don't know. I'm not picking that. I want to keep my channel PG rated. I heard that's a really good movie. Let's try that. Parasite. Wants me to watch the movie. Look at that. You want to try it? What do you guys think? You think it'll work? Here it goes. Last time it started and then it stopped. And unfortunately, that's what I got last time. Error playing this video. Sorry, we encountered an error playing this video. Please try restarting the video or select something else to watch. You're unique. So unfortunately, to this date, I cannot get Hulu working. I am sorry. Even if you went through all this and then you got to watch me failing, at least you know that it failed. you don't have to mess with it. Also, you learned a few things here and there, some Easter eggs, the Flappy Bird game. I mean, it's pretty cool, all this stuff. So because of that, let me pull back, and I'm just going to uninstall this. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. And I can go to other APK sites, but it's the version. And I've gone back and forth with the version. I just cannot get Hulu to work. So let's try Disney Plus. Okay, browser. APKPure is still there. Go back. Search. There's a search, the green one, or the green banner, and we'll search for Disney Plus. I'll just search for Disney. I should get Disney Plus, and there it is, Disney Plus. Hit on it, and hey, isn't that great? That's an XAPK file, which guess what? We know how to install. So Disney Plus might work. Hey, I'm really feeling confident. Let's take a look at it. This is for Android 5.0. That's great. Let's download it. Now in the past, I never messed with this because I never messed with packages. But now that we actually have APKPure installed, the app, we can install this. Okay. So let me pull up on this. Go to my downloads, and let's see where we're at. And there's Disney. It's there. Swipe up again. Close everything that I'm not using. This is just a habit. Downloads. Now, you can open up APKPure. You don't have to, but let me show you what happens when I click on this. So it automatically starts APK management. Isn't that cool? If I didn't have APKPure, you would not get this, and I have other videos that show that. So let's go ahead and install. Let's see what happens. And in the past, I've also had to kind of finagle this. So this may not work, but it doesn't mean that it won't work. Does that make sense? And I'm not doing double negatives here. What I'm saying here is that even if it doesn't work this way, we can still finagle APKPure and get it to work. Because this is all about finagling the system. Did you forget, we're on an X22i machine. We're not on a computer, we're not on a tablet, I mean, well, we are on a tablet. But I'm doing all this while I am on my X22i. Oof. And installation completed. Let's back out of all this. Let's close everything, swipe, swipe, swipe. Nothing's running, as you can see, nothing's running. Close it, let's go into apps, and there's Disney Plus. You know, I feel good about this, let's see. I have to remember what my account is. So far, so good. Oh, this would be awesome. I can get my kids on here. I mean, I don't know how they would watch it because they're about down there, but we'll figure it out. Hold on a second. All right, so I'm here, that's good. You actually see my account. I'm bad. Unfortunately, Disney Plus has stopped. So much for that. I can try it again, but I was feeling pretty good. I thought we can get Disney to work. Let me uninstall it, and let me install it a different way, okay? There's a different way to uninstall. Do you want to uninstall this app? Yes. So the other way of installing an APK file, which is a package file, is to actually start APKPure, which is in the right orientation. Look at that. If anything, you've gotten that, and you've gotten some Easter eggs. So now we can go here to the hamburger menu, those three dots. And what we will get is we'll see updates, which I've talked to you about. Be careful before updating stuff. Do your research before you update anything. You close the APKPure management, this app, and you go to APKPure and you look to see what version is trying to install for you and whether it will work on your Android version. There's the download, the installed, and the management. So I go to the management, and there's Disney, and I click Disney. Oh, let's go back there. So in the past, this is important, I've clicked that install button. I can do it again, but the way I've gotten it to work is I hit Disney and then I devote the entire screen to Disney. So it shows me that it's an XAPK, it gives me a description, then it gives me an install option. We're going to do that. And then it will go through a series of percentages. Again, I'm not going to stop it because I want you to see how long it takes. It shouldn't be that much longer. Okay. It says it's extracting the APK file. I don't know if you saw that. Like it's going through and it's still saying installing, and then it's going to actually come up and say, do you want to install? Yep, I want to install. I'll say yes. And we know the install will work. Whether or not the app will work on my Android 5.1.1 is another thing. What I'd like to do is ask my subscribers or people viewing this, can you please, looks like it's still there. Can you please, my apology if it was blurry, can you please try running through these steps if you've got the newer X32i's or if you've got the newer Android version 7.1.7 or whatever you have, because it might work with your newer Android version. Unfortunately, I am limited with my Android version 5.1.1, and people have asked, is that something that you can upgrade? Well, if it is, I don't know how to do it yet. I don't feel comfortable going in there and upgrading excuse me, the actual Android firmware. I would have to do much more research before I would venture to do something like that. I would be more apt to do a factory reset than I would be to go in there and try to upgrade Android. It's just a lot that's involved. Okay, it said it was installed. It wants me to know if I want to open it from here. Well, I don't want to open it from here. I will go ahead and close all this out. I will make sure that nothing's running in the background, and we'll give it another shot. One more college try, okay? Here goes. Now we can log in. Well, we know we'll get the login screen. Okay. Log in. You're out, like. Okay, so we're back here, and this is where it messed up. I can go to edit profiles, but I'm not. I'm just going to click on my profile and here goes. Keep fingers crossed. Unfortunately, Disney Plus has stopped. Okay, so unfortunately, Disney Plus, I could not get that to work either. My apologies. So come here to uninstall. If you've went along with me on this and if you've tried it, don't forget to clean up. Come in here. I'm going to leave it here for now, but go into downloads, and then you want to make sure you hold on that and Hulu. And it looks like I got more than one that I tried downloading, and then hit the garbage can. Get rid of those. All right, well, at least you got rotation control. That wasn't bad. Again, be careful with APKPure because I might have touched something and it looks like it may have downloaded something. I don't know. Just be careful. Looks like I tried hitting download a while back. I tried using it from the APK Mirror site versus the APKPure site, and that didn't work either. So, swipe up. All right. So 1 out of 3 isn't bad with a few Easter eggs. So to summarize, what did we do today? First things first. We went ahead and we showed you how to Bluetooth connect your wireless bud earphones by going into settings, by going into Bluetooth, and then maybe turning it on and off, and then connecting your Bluetooth speakers, and I got it working. I was actually able to hear. Okay, that was number 1. So 1 for 1 so far. Then we tried to go into APKPure, and in doing so, it flipped sideways. And so what I did was I wasn't able to figure out how to do it, but I was able to come into here, and by clicking on the build number a few times, you are now 1 step away, keep going, you are now a developer. So it kind of messes with you. You're 2 steps away, you're 1 step away. And what does that mean by hitting the build number fast? It means that when you come here to settings, you have developer options. And you can look through here, and again, at your own risk. I'm going to give you a web link, a URL that talks about most of these. But because this is Android version 5.1.1, it's going to talk about other versions that we don't have here. Like if you would have had a later version, like Android 7 or whatever. So Android 7, you might have some options in here. There's one in there that says force split screen. So if you are running a version 7 of Android and you open up your developer options, you may have an option in here to force a split screen. And if you do have that force a split screen option, then you might want to try it with iFit. And if you get it to work, you need to let me know, please. And then, so again, you'll have one app here and one app there. That would be awesome. But unfortunately, because I'm running Android 5.1.1, it's not an option. Please tell me if you're willing to take a risk and start your developer options, and then it's just a matter of clicking force split mode. And unfortunately, I don't have force split mode here, as you can tell. The one that I messed with was show CPU usage, that when you click on that, it gave you some numbers up there. And as far as I know, that's the average process time or whatever. Where is it? Right there. And I'll give you a website, so it'll show you what some of this is for. And then I think I also clicked on something that shows my where is it? Show touches. I did show touches, so that when you click on show touches, you get that little circle. You see? You get a little circle showing the touch. And then I did pointer location, which it would be useless if you were doing it with iFit. It just shows you your pointer location. Oop, I just did something. Oh, I did log buffer sizes. I hit 4. I see what I'm talking about with accidentally doing something. I don't know if select logger size per log buffer. I have no idea what that was set to. So now it's set to 4 megabytes per log buffer, but it could have been set to, I don't know. Again, you see what I'm talking about? Perfect. So what I'm going to do is disable this, and when I disable it, hopefully it goes back. So it's right set to 4 megabytes. Disable, enable. Yep. And okay, whew. So it was 256. Anyway, so now you see if you want to have that enabled or not, it's up to you. And now if you want to get rid of it from developer options here, the way to do it is to go to apps. Go scroll to the left till you see all apps. Scroll down till you see settings. It's in alphabetical order. Click on settings. And you'll want to clear data, not clear cache, clear data. What happens when you clear data? You get a really scary message. Delete app data? All of this app's data will be deleted permanently. This includes all files, settings, accounts, database. Yes, because I did research. The only thing it does is it deletes developer options. So when you come back here, developer options gone. Okay. I talked about that. I also talked about coming into About Tablet and clicking on Android version, whatever it is. If you just keep hitting it, boom, you get this. You get a nice little thing pop up. You can click around it if you want, but you have to click it, and then it becomes a lollipop. Why? Because Android is running 5.1.1, which is Android 5 is lollipop. You click it, you get some nice pictures. Look at that. Beautiful. Some nice pictures. And if you hold it, you'll get Flappy Bird. Now, this is my one last time. See if I could break my record of 1. If you could break a record of 1, you need to, in the comments, say something. Oh, I was so close. Bear with me one more time. I was so close. All right, here goes. All right. I'm anxious to see if somebody then just hit back. Okay, so now you know how to do all that stuff. And I believe that's it. So what'd you get? You got how to wirelessly connect your earbuds or whatever you have, how to get into developer mode, how to get rid of developer mode if you needed to, how to show the little Easter egg, the lollipop background. If you got Android 7, you'll get something else. How to play Flappy Bird, see if you can beat my record. And unfortunately, we did not get Hulu or Disney Plus to work, so my apologies. This has been a long video. We'll end it by seeing if iFit still works. I say that chuckling and laughing, but if it didn't, I would have to do a factory reset. And that'll be for another day, another video. This has been a long video. I hope you enjoyed my my going in there and trying to see what I can get to work. We'll see what happens. Let's make sure that iFit starts, and then we'll call it a night. I'll do some editing on this. Editing takes a long time because I'm taking all of this footage with my iPhone. While I'm waiting, if you'd like to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. This way you'll be notified of any content that comes along. Also, let's see. So, you know what? I don't pick a lot of studio stuff. Let's go studio. Also, comment, and if you'd like, and I ask this and I sometimes feel embarrassed asking, but if you'd like to donate to my channel, we're going to work out with Bettina Gozo. If you'd like to donate to my channel, I will eventually get enough money to upgrade my video equipment and hopefully provide you with better content. If you do choose to donate, I will place your name at the end of the videos, so all my donors can at least see their names out there, and I can recognize the folks that are willing to contribute. Everything looks like it works.
What's up, team? I'm Bettina Gozo, your iFit trainer, and I have a really fun workout for you.
Ow.
We have some inclines that we're going to crush today. You ready to get started? Let's do it! All right, so let's just get it nice and easy. Let's focus on getting yourself warmed up.
2.5.
Put those shoulders back a few times.
All right, see you guys later.
Fun today. Oh yeah, we're going to